that get you embarrassed. So for parents of high schoolers that are going to college, or for students listening to this show that are going into college, I brought some experts in today. Former student body president of Iowa State, Julian Neely, and former student body president of the University of Iowa, Hira Mustafa, both join me today. Thanks for coming in, guys.
No problem. How's it going?
So, it's good. Thank you for asking. Yeah. And I'm glad you're excited to be here, Hira. So, I got to start with what I remember. Hira, when I'm still volunteering for Business Horizons, but I remember you doing this presentation for the junk game, and it was, I still like burned into my mind to this day. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah, I do. And it's on part of the pipe clip also.
Is it
so
really?
If I ever forget, yeah, I can look at myself wearing that white and black dress and talking about it. So.
That's so fun. It was a really, really funny thing. So, and I'm going to let both of you guys kind of chip in whenever you want. But what is the one thing, thinking back, and it was a little while ago, for your freshman year at Iowa and Iowa State, but thinking back, what was something that just kind of surprised you that you wish you would have known in advance?
You know, in high school, high schools are a lot smaller, and so, you know, when you're looking to recruit for your organization, you already know who the key leaders are on campus. But when you're in college, it's so massive that unless you already have connections with the top leaders, it's hard to be noticed. And so you have to do a little bit of networking. You have to seek out the right people to make connections with really quickly if you want to get noticed. I remember being so disappointed in myself when I wasn't chosen to run on a student government campaign as a freshman. And I was like, well, I was one of the top people in my high school. I'm not recognized here. And then I had to kind of shove my own foot in the door to get in, and then it was easy. But
so you're speaking from like a leadership standpoint. You're saying get noticed, and I'm thinking some high school students are like, hey, I don't care, I don't want to be noticed. But you're talking about like from a leadership standpoint, maybe student body president standpoint. That's what you're talking about, getting noticed. Right?
Yeah. But then also, I mean, just making friends. All of your friends. It's just rare that you have a lot of classes with the same people, so you're going to build your network, whether it's sailing club or chess club or student government, in a similar way.
Yeah. And
so even if you don't want to be a leader, you're like, I'm just trying to play board games on the weekends. You're still going to build a friend group. In order to get there, you need to know the right people.
So did you find, like in high school, and either one can answer, but did you find in high school maybe that was done a little bit for you, and now when it comes time to go to Iowa or Iowa State, you're kind of on your own to make and meet these new people and make these connections?
I think high school is different because most of the time you're leaving middle school with the same folks into high school, and so those friends are continuing on. Or it's like you're playing sports, or you've been a part of this organization or club, and it's continuing when you go to high school. So a lot of times it's like an easier transition than college, because college is you're joining a community with folks that are from all different areas, rural, urban, suburban, all these different areas, and so it's like a new walk of life in a sense, and you're able to like really shape what you want to do and also where your interests lie.